Hey gearheads, and welcome on back to the NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode. I'm Alan Bailey. We are starting our NASCAR Xfinity playoff run here. It is Season 1, Week 33, Race 27. We come into the playoffs with a pretty hefty little lead here. We've got 15 victories in 26 races here in the Xfinity Series, but everything has been reset now. We are 97 points to the good for the next round. I think we're going to be good on points alone, but a win at the Bristol Motor Speedway, my favorite short track on the NASCAR circuit, might go ahead and guarantee us. So in this video, we're going to be racing the Xfinity race out at Bristol. Then we have a Cup Series hot ride coming at you. That's right, we're going to be racing at the night race at Bristol in a Cup race. We already have a Cup Series victory in a hot seat, driving the 43 car. We took it to victory lane at, yep, that's right, the Lady in Black Darlington in the Southern 500 for our very first Cup Series victory. Not too shabby of a place to get your first Cup Series victory. And yes, we have a contract offer on the table next season to drive for Hendrick Motorsports either in the 88, the 48, the 9, or the 24 car. So go ahead and drop it in the comments down below. What car should we be driving next season? It could be a non-Hendrick car as well, but go ahead and leave it down below. What car number do you think we should replace the current driver on and slip on in there? I'm leaning towards driving the 48 car, replacing the retiring Jimmy Johnson with Ally on the car, but I don't know. Go ahead and drop it down below. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. But for now, let's go ahead and head on out to Bristol, my favorite short track. Get a little short track action coming at you. Let's go. We obliterated the field in qualifying 0.2 faster. Yeah, it's a pretty outstanding lap that we had. It's my favorite short track, man. I love this place. There's so many chances and ways that you can race here. They fixed it in NASCAR Heat 4. NASCAR Heat 5 continued it. Great racetrack, and yes, the yellow neon rims are gone.
Pace cars off.
Still love it, man.
Got a car high now.
We sweep the weekend when they went down to Darlington. We won the NASCAR Xfinity race and we won the Cup race, Southern 500. We're going to try to do it again in this video this weekend. No, we're not going to pull a Kyle Bsch. We didn't compete in the truck race. The big question is what should we do next season? Obviously, with the Cup Series, we're going to be joining a team. We're not going to start a team yet in the Cup Series, but the big question is what should we drive? I've seen interesting combinations. Somebody said drive in the Cup Series for a team and start your own truck and Xfinity programs. I'm actually not against that idea. That's a cool idea. I kind of want to continue to drive in the Dirt Series for Tony Stewart just for fun, but I don't know, man. If I do that, I'd feel like a heel leaving his organization in the Cup Series and in the Xfinity Series here, but that's also an option for us. So really, I pose the question to you guys, what do you think we should do next season? I'm going to keep asking your opinion until the very last race of our season here, Season 1, in our career mode. I'm leaning towards joining a Cup team and starting either a truck team or an Xfinity team, because Kyle Bsch has that whole he has that whole most wins in the truck and in the Xfinity Series, and we're ways away from challenging him for that record, but in the game, I think we could do it, man. I think we can challenge him for the most Xfinity Series wins and truck wins. Have yet to compete in the Truck Series in this game, so I'm kind of leaning towards starting our own truck program. And one of my big wish items for NASCAR Heat 6 or whatever next year's game ends up being called, I hope that we get the chance to actually start multi-car teams and do that and hire a driver. And if we want to start, you know, multiple, if we want to like start a 4-car team in Xfinity and hire 4 drivers, that would be very cool. It's on my wish list, as we're going to go ahead and work through some of the lap traffic here. Keyword some of it. We got to be a little careful here. Chad Fincham right there. White flag for us. We'll go down here on the apron.
You got room. You're clear.
Landon Castle in the 28th position. He was competing for a top
All
5
clear.
in our last race, so a little bit of hit and miss with the game right there. In the 7 car, he was up.
On that stage. Way to go, driver.
The 7 car, I thought he started right up front and with us. That's interesting. Our teammate coming home 4th in that one. We get another stage victory here. Took them a while to load it because we had that massive of a lead here at Bristol. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pit. We'll go ahead and take the forward tires. We'll fill her up. That'll do. Not surprised there.
All right, be smart out there. Going green. Be
I
ready.
mean, smart.
Ready. Looking outside
Spun
now.
the tires a tiny bit right there.
10 to go.
You can
Next
see the
time
top
by.
4 positions,
All right, you're
all
clear.
playoff drivers. Harrison Burton, Austin Cindric, Chase Briscoe. Had a brain fart there. You could see the cream is rising to the top, but Cindric dropping a little bit right there. To me, the Bristol night race is going to be probably the most exciting night race we have on the calendar, hands down. There's always been great racing, especially the last 2 seasons. I want to say there's been phenomenal racing at Bristol. You look at when they went there earlier this year, post-COVID, there was some phenomenal racing, especially between Joey and Chase right there, man. Phenomenal. Coming to the white flag in stage 2 here. We've caught the tail end of the field. Yipes. Sorry, Mr. Castle. Didn't mean to get into you. Mr. Nemechek.
All right, you're clear. All clear. No pressure from behind. Next time it's a different flag. It'll be the checker.
For this stage, Tony, they didn't incorporate that audio into the game, unfortunately. We'll work the high side here.
Stay high up here.
You're going to get Jeffrey?
On that
Nope.
stage. Way to go,
But
driver.
we got that stage. It'll take a minute here. We had, I think, a 2.5, 3 second lead, however long it was. We had a massive lead, let me put it that way. It's a really long lead, apparently. Chase falling back to 5th right there on that run. We will go ahead and stay out.
Starter has the green flag in his hand. Green flag.
Let's go.
Looking outside now. Clear right.
I'm excited for this doubleheader at Bristol, man. This is really cool that we get to drive in the Xfinity Series, and then we got a Cup seat waiting for us. Don't know who we're driving for. I'm hoping it's a good ride because we got that contract offer from Hendrick randomly. Ugh. So I'm thinking maybe it could be for Tony. I don't know. We'll see who that ride is for. I'm very curious to see who that's for. This is the downside of traffic at Bristol. You get mired behind them, and you have to work your way
Clear
through
right.
the field ever delicately. Look at you. Won last week, but unfortunately
you're
outside
clear.
the top 20 this week. Easy come, easy go, you know.
Power's calling the call.
Oh no! The one thing we didn't want. This happened to us in the last video. Came down to a closing lap caution, pit or no. I'm going to go ahead and make the same decision. Stay out. You see, everybody else pretty much stayed out. We have a great car.
We're going green.
But can the tires hold out? That's the
ready.
question mark.
Ready. Right
We've
side.
blown tires before in this game, in this
All clear.
race. And somehow, earlier this season, we made it. I think it was video 4 of this series. I know we're on video 20 now, but in video 3 or 4, we were at Atlanta, and we had a blown tire. The game glitched, and we somehow limped it around while leading and ended up winning. So we've got 45% on that right front tire, 16 laps to the good on fuel. We're running a little warm in the oil temperature department.
2 to go.
But with 2 laps to go, I don't know if it matters because we're going to be able to make it here another 2 laps. No, I'm not lapping half the field, lapping the field like we did in NASCAR Heat 4, but That's okay. I don't need to lap the field. I want to sweep the weekend at Bristol. And we are catching the tail end of the field, but entering 3 and 4, it doesn't matter. We're going to open up our playoffs here in Xfinity with a dominating win and lock ourselves into the next round.
Go get that checkered flag. It's yours.
It's a great car, man. It's a great car. We've had great cars at Bristol before. That's not new for us. My favorite part, they fixed the glitch with the 00 font. That's actually white and not a weird off gray. We don't have those awful neon yellow rims anymore on the car. That glitch has been fixed with the latest patch from 704 and Motorsports Games. 7-second lead on the field in only a few laps. Massive right there. You see our teammate coming home 6th. That's going to hurt him in the points a little bit. Let's take a look at these points. We're going to advance, but you see our teammate 34 markers to the good right there. That's a pretty good little margin, but not a guaranteed lock-in. Chase has one bad race. He could potentially be out of this thing, so we got to continue to keep an eye on our teammate, make sure he makes it to the next round. Our goal is to see ourselves and Chase make the Final 4 at Phoenix. That's weird to say. And hopefully come home with a championship for Stewart-Haas Racing here in Xfinity. But I'm not getting sick of it yet. I even love the fact they changed the logo finally on the trophy. That was accomplished in the first patch. And yes, we can all give it up for 704 Games to get their own game name right. Yes. Ooh, I called it. We're going to be driving for Joe Gibbs Racing here in the number 18 car, substituting for Kyle Bsch here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. You think the 18 car can get a victory at Bristol in the night race? I think maybe, just maybe, that 18 car might get a win, or at least be capable of it. Let's go ahead and head on out to Bristol, see if we can sweep it on up at the Bristol night race. Oh, this 18 car is fast, man. Put her on the pole, man. Just barely beating out MTJ for the pole. But our first Cup Series pole, man. And we're doing it in a hot seat at the Bristol night race, man. The Bass Pro Shops night race, I should say. Very cool. Brendan Gaughan is well prepared. We're on the pole in that 18 car, M&M's. And all Cole Custard heading to the back, the rookie. Don't know if he's in the playoffs in this alternate world, but you see us right there with the traditional M&M paint scheme.
Going green. Ready. Right side.
So we have 15 laps in this first stage, and I want to say stage 2 is about 15 or 20 laps too, and that last one should be about 30 or 40, give or take. So got a nice little long race here, but you see us right here. Was that the first lap? That was the first lap. We went ahead and just set sail right there. Tyler Reddick, Denny Hamlin. All of Joe Gibbs Racing, by the way, in the top 10 in qualifying. Eric Jones barely squeaking out 10th right there in qualifying, but the rest of the Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas inside the top 5. They are fast just like they are in real life in this game. Very good. And you see our teammate right there, Hamlin, up to 2nd. They're in the playoffs. Don't know what happened to Kyle Bsch, why we're in his car, but hey, we'll take it, man. We have caught the tail end of the field with 5 to go in this stage. Oh, a little 3 wide. That made me pucker up a little bit. Bobby Carter giving way to us here on the bottom. I've been kind of flirting with that middle outside lane here at Bristol. I'm a bottom feeder, and I'm a guy who grew up in the 90s, so to me, the fastest way around Bristol will always be right there on the apron.
All the way to the wall.
Or just go way down, like I just did.
Nobody out back.
It's hard for me to think the high lane. Oh, LaJoy, get out the way, buddy. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, LaJoy. Not cool. I do love his car, though. Orange with the black flames. Very, very, very
Still
cool.
There. Clear
Mr.
left.
Gaughan.
Just a couple more turns. 2 more. 2 to go.
Corporate
outside.
teammate right there.
All clear.
Every time Tony Stewart goes outside on my radio, I giggle. I can't help
Still
it.
there. All clear. No pressure
And I
from
know that
behind.
that's Tony
Got one
in the
peeking
recording
outside.
booth.
You got one to
Somebody,
go.
I can guarantee you, somebody, oh boy. I can guarantee you somebody in the
Careful,
recording
still
booth
there.
that day when he went in to record those lines went, Tony, give it a little bit more personality. He
You're
was
all
like,
clear up
really?
top.
Okay, fine. Outside. Is that enough for you? And
that stage.
they kept
Great
it. I
job.
can guarantee you that's what it is. We get a stage win, by the way. I can't remember if we got a stage win in Darlington, but we got one there. We got at least, 6-7 seconds on the field right there. You see our teammates all right there in the top 10 as well, continuing this trend. Nobody else is pitting. We'll stay out as well. 71% on that right front, so we should be good for a while here. It's Bristol, though, man. It's going to get interesting.
Have a good day. All right, you're coming to the green. Car high, careful.
Spun the tires just a tiny bit right there in that restart. Denny's staying strong with us on the
Clear all
outside.
around.
He gives way by the... Oh, never mind. I just flat out overdrove her. That was beautiful. Oh, she's a little loose. She's a little loose. She prefers the new tires. And you can see the hood buckling around the flaps right there in the hood. Around the M and
Slow
the
down.
M. So we're dealing with damage right now on this car, which is making her even more loosey-goosey. But we got about 2.5 on the field right now, so we will kind of hopefully fall into a rhythm here and keep her off the wall. But, ooh, she's not the same car that we had in that first stage. 10 laps, we'll see if we can hold on to her. Caught the tail
Nobody
end of the
out back.
field,
Both
working our
clear.
way. Starcom!
Clear right.
Away and through the field.
Outside by himself.
Got about 9 seconds on the
Right
field,
side
or
clear.
on the tail end of the field, I should say. We're in the field right now. We've got, what, 4 to go? 6 to go in this stage.
Hold that line, driver. Clear to the right.
Oh, Eric.
Got one
Eric.
inside.
Eric.
Clear low.
I'm just...
Drop your speed, driver.
I'm adding
Careful,
insult to
still there.
injury. You're seeing the damage right here. We got to try to calm
5 more
down,
laps.
but 5 to go here. We're
clear.
going to try to keep this nose as clean as we can in the next 5 laps. I'm going to try.
Stay left. All right, you're clear.
I feel the need to ask now because we just passed him. Next season,
way to
we
the
have
wall.
an offer from Hendrick Motorsports. Which car should we
Still
drive?
there.
The
Nobody out
48,
back.
the 88, the 24, or the 9? I feel if I drive the 9 car, all of
high,
NASCAR
bud.
Nation's going to revolt
Bottom
against
three.
me. But
Use it
he
if
does
needed.
have arguably the best paint schemes. He's got two black paint schemes. One with a green motif for Mountain Dew, and one with an orange-black motif for Hooters. Those are
down.
some darn good-looking cars, man. So if I'm
Just a
going
couple
just
more
off of
turns,
paint
2 more,
schemes,
2 to
I'm
go.
leaning for driving the 9 car. But if I'm thinking more pragmatically, I think the
Still
48
there.
car,
Car there on the
because he is
outside.
retiring at the end of the 2020 season. So might as well take over the 48 car
All
because
right,
we
let's
don't
go.
know at
White
least
flag. Careful,
at the time
still
of this
there. You're all
recording
clear up
officially
top.
who's taking over that 48 car. I think they're dissolving it, man, personally. But we'll see.
All clear, all clear. No
And
pressure
we
from
are
behind.
Gonna get
All
our
clear, no
teammate here
pressure
for
from behind.
6th.
Won
So
that stage. Way to go, driver.
5 cars on the lead lap right now, including us. We almost lapped the field right there. I didn't think we would get them right there, but I think everybody else on the worn tires, it got them, and we took advantage of that. 5 cars on the lead lap. It'll be 6 once we get the lucky dog. Yes, we'll go ahead and pit. Doesn't matter that it's going to take 9 seconds to repair the damage because we're one of the only cars right there on the lead lap, and we're going to have 34 laps to go in this race. We'll be good on fuel. We only lost 2 spots. Are you kidding me?
All right,
How?
smart out there.
Oh yeah, we
Green.
came in
Drive
with like
smart.
a lap on the field. That's right.
Car outside. Hold your line.
Another 3-4 laps, we would have lapped the field at Bristol under green in the Cup Series. That's
Still
impressive.
there. Right side. All
And this,
clear.
whoa, Brad, this being the longest fuel run with the best tires, we will try to do it again here and lap the field. If it stays green, though, that's the biggest question mark is, will we see another caution, or are we racing for the next 30 laps under green at Bristol? I just said that out loud and realized the absurdity of it. Is it going to stay green for 30 laps at Bristol? Yeah, sure, that'll happen. Also, world peace. And we're all going to come to an understanding that COVID-19 is real and that we should all wear masks. Wear a mask, people. Just saying. Just saying. It's a deadly worldwide pandemic.
Caution's out. Wave them off.
I didn't want to see that. Not pitting, staying out. That'll put another car on the lead lap. So 7 cars on the lead lap now.
Drive safe. Be smart.
See?
Keep your head on straight.
There
Green
goes
flag.
world peace and us curing a deadly
one peeking
worldwide
outside.
pandemic. It's all Bristol Motor Speedway's fault.
Look ahead for me.
Damn it.
Clear outside.
Car is a little loose again, but that actually helps us because it's a handful for us, but the field slows down considerably when these tires wear
8
out.
laps to go. Not that long.
And rightfully so. They're kind of conserving what's left of their already going tires. We don't care, because if I blow a tire and hit the wall, I'm sitting on my couch. It's not going to hurt me so much. But the AI has feelings, and it does feel things, so it's actively avoiding blowing a tire as opposed to me, who doesn't really care. It's going to hurt my feelings, but it's not going to hurt me physically like it will hurt the AI. Does that make any sense? The machines feel? Making my way through traffic. Dun 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 na 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 dun na 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 na. I'm just gonna do remixes while I'm bored and working through traffic at Bristol. I think I'm the only person. Oh no! There we go. There's a caution. We self-induced right there. I was a little too impatient, admittingly. We won't pit, even though we should. 11 to go, I think. 10. Well, about 8 or 9 to go when we restart here.
Be ready.
And you see the damage. The car is going to be a little bit more of a handful.
Outside.
We relapped the 7 car. 8 to go. I was kind of sort of right. We relapped the 41 car of Cole Cussard, who was starting at the tail end of the longest line because he was the free pass car. So still now 7 cars on the lead lap, I should say. And more than likely we'll pass him again here in the next 7 laps. But the race is winding down. We're looking for our 2nd Cup Series victory in as many weeks. We have cut the tail end again. 2 to go. Bristol night race. Driving Kyle Bsch's number 18 car, man. This is a cool ride to drive. Mostly because it's wicked fast.
No pressure from behind.
You can see us working our way through this traffic
White
here.
flag is in the air. Outside, outside.
You just heard it from Tony Stewart right there. We're going to work our way through the traffic. We won our first Cup Series
Left side's clear.
victory
You're all clear up top.
driving the famed 43 car at Darlington, and now we're going to hang on to it and win.
Great job, driver. Checker flags in the air.
We're going to win at Bristol, man, for our 2nd Cup Series victory, driving the 18. And yeah, we'll do some burnouts. And the car has magically fixed itself. Womp womp. Familiar sight. You may or may not... You may or may not have seen this 18 do some burnouts at the Bristol Motor Speedway in the past. I assure you, it is a very common occurrence in the Cup Series as I come over here and burn it down where there's a lot more room. Oh, you hear the banging from the thing bottoming out right there. I managed to find the wall still. Look at me go. Whiz kid. Aww. I was hoping we could see like my cool wreck, but here's the aftermath of us taking the checkered. As you can see, the car's a little destroyed. Here's it is. We're already wrecked. There's no cool crossing the finish line moment because the game glitched horrendously with the lag on it. So, you know, still a work in progress in many ways, but here we are crashing after the checkered. You see the car a little bit damaged right there. A little more than a little bit damaged, actually. What am I saying? 6 cars on the lead lap right there. We managed to get Cole Custard right there, another lap down. I didn't even remember passing him right there at the end, but a massive 10-second lead at Bristol. I know we made it a snooze fest. And had it gone green another 3 laps even, 2-3 laps, we easily would have lapped the field. So coming close to lapping the field here at Bristol, but there's the top 10. Cars on the lead lap ourselves, Kozlowski, Blaney, you got Boyer, Matt Benedetto, right there, rounding out your top 5. Somehow Eric Jones managed to stay on the lead lap. Cole Custard in the 41, first car lap down. Denny Hamlin, Tyler Reddick, and Chase Elliott rounding out your top 10. Looking on 11th through 20th right there. Darrell Wallace, Bubba, coming home 20th right there. And the rest of your top 20 right there. Looking at 21st through 30th right here, and you see only 22 cars at least 1 lap down. A lot of 2 and 3 lap down cars right there. And looking at 31st through 40th for your final finishing order right there. Ty Dillon, unfortunately, not having a good night. You can see the points here are our second victory here in the Cup Series. We're still only 39th, unfortunately, and we'll take you all the way up here and get you an updated look at the playoffs right here. Denny Hamlin looks like he's pretty securely into the next round. Kozlowski, Bush, who's still 4th in the standings right there. You got Truex, Kenseth, Blaney, Harvick, Boyer, and Elliott rounding out your top 10. And we'll take you to Victory Lane, where we get the trophy, winning at the Bristol Night Race, the Bass Pro Shops NHRA Night Race at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Want to thank you so much for watching. Make sure you mash that subscribe button. Make sure you share this video, and you comment down below, what car should we be driving next season? Now we have the Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas to play around with, as well as options to drive next season. Give us the car number down below, whether it be 9, 24, 48, 88, 18, 19, 20, or 11 next season. Those are the for sure rides that we have going next season, but there are a number of other rides that we could also be driving. The Stewart-Haas Racing Fords are also up for grabs next season as well. Go ahead and drop it down below. What car number should we be driving next year, replacing which driver in the NASCAR Cup Series? Drop it in the comments down below. For the NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode, I'm Alan Bailey. We will see you at the track.